And have you ever felt that pressure? Like the calm before the burn? Like something's out there, lurking just past the static, waiting to ignite everything you thought was safe. It's coming. Not slow, not soft. It's coming like a wildfire. And baby, you just lit the match.
Queen 71, and I'm coming at you live from Rocklahoma. I face the past, haunted by the pain that lasts. Every scar that I still bear, it reminds me I'm still here. Every whisper, every stare, every judgment hanging in the air. All the battles I've been through, I came out stronger. Hell yeah! I hate what it took from me, but I still love me. I hate what it stole from me, but I broke free. Every time the memories fade, I remember the price I paid. Every tear, every fight led me to the light. Only when I stop to think, I see how close I was to the brink. Only when I breathe again, I know this strength will never end. I hate what it took from me, but I still love me. I hate what it stole from me, but I broke free. I hate high rise. I hate high fight. I hate the lies it told to me, but I own my life. I hate what it took from me, but I still love me. I hate what it stole from me, but I broke free. I hate what it took from me, but I still love me. I still love me, yeah.
I am the shadow and the smoke in your eyes. I am the ghost that hides in the night.
Wait a minute, take a step back. You gotta think
mind. The story is just beginning. I say goodbye to my weakness, so long to regret.
Rocket Queen. How's it rockin'? I'm a recovering addict, alcoholic, clean from crack and heroin since 2004, and sober from alcohol since 2011. I share my experience, strength, and hope to support anyone who's struggling. If you feel lost or need someone who gets it, you're in the right place on Rocket Queen! This isn't about perfection, it's about being real. I break the stigma of addiction and recovery with honesty, humor, and rock and roll vibes. Join the Queen's Light Brigade.
I wanna get back to where it started, but I don't know where to begin. Where everything you do is wholehearted, it's a feeling that comes from within. Well, I know, even though it may seem like a notion, I do believe that I will be that old-fashioned mole stuck down in some hole, making mountains out of a hill. It's all about love. Come on, everybody, the greatest gift of all from above is all about love. Oh yeah, it's all about love. Too many souls these days have been so ill-advised. Their minds are all scattered. But those who lie and criticize are just the devil in disguise. It don't even matter. I don't care what they say. I'm gonna spread love any way that I possibly can. Say hello with a smile, and doing it all the while giving a helping hand. It's all about love. Come on, everybody, the greatest gift of all from above is all about love. A world that's undivided, standing more united as one. It's all about love. Caring for each other, share with one another again. It's all about love. Oh yeah, it's all about love. There's a love like no other kind. Beyond the sky, look for the signs. Now is the time. It's all about love. A world that's undivided, standing more united as one. It's all about love. Caring for each other, share with one another again. It's all about love. Oh yeah, it's all about love.
Good evening, everybody of all walks of life. Welcome. This is a place for connecting with others, sharing our life stories, our struggles, trials, and tribulations, and the good news, milestones and miracles that remind us why we keep living. With the matters most is what we are creating. Sharing and building together. Because this moment
How's everybody going? How's everybody going? Welcome to my late night stream. And I'm Rocket Queen 71 coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. How's it going? It's Thursday. I hope you get thunderstruck by my message of hope, of recovery, strength, encouragement, positive vibes. Tonight's another day. And before we start the stream, I'm going to say a prayer. We say a prayer every time we stream. And for those that want to join me, you can. For those that don't, no pressure, don't worry about it. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, please let your presence be known on the stream. Please let your love be a presence in your stream. Let this be an uplifting and a moment for change for a lot of people that want recovery and to manage their mental illness in some way or another. Please let us enjoy our company and just guide us all the way through the stream. And please, God, let this be a beacon of light for so many people around the world, so they can get out of the darkness. And God, thank you for the opportunity for allowing me to stream my experience, strength, and hope that addicts, alcoholics, and those with mental illness can hear my message. Amen. This stream is really based in spirituality. Everybody's on their own journey with recovery and spirituality, you know, and I know I was. And Jim is on the horizontal. I love you, honey. And Jim's like, stay strong. Amen. And let me put my, hold on, my chat box on. And I know what I have to do. Wait a minute. No, not my audio. No. We need my audio. Even though I can whisper loudly and people can hear me a mile away. Wait a minute. Oh, come on. Where is it? Oh, my word. Come on, dude. Nope. That's not it. Ah! Hold on. I apologize, guys. I am, ever since I uninstalled Streamlabs and whatever, and it screwed everything up again, and I'm... No. No. I can't do my chat bot. I can't do my chat box. I don't know why, and no, that's... oh, my word, dude. This is... Wait a minute. There I am. Jamie's like, recovery is so crazy when you're high IQ or manic and socio at the same time. And Armored Saint's like, love you, love you, love you, love you. I can put that on, but I can't put the darn... Yeah. What? Oh my God, you mother. This is just... Now I can't get this off. Oh, I think I got it. Nope. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Hi, Philip. What's up? Welcome. Alert box. Ah! No, we don't want that. We want the chat. Oh, my word. Ah! Oh, this is just terrible. I was actually like screaming at, like, how come I can't do this with... Oh. I want... Oh, you know what? Maybe this is it. That's probably why. Wait a minute. and go. What? Oh my. Oh, brother. I can't deal with this right now. It's. I'm trying to do the chat box because what are we doing? I just like no, no. All right, let me give everybody a cyber hug. I love you guys. Thanks for showing up on this late night stream. Cyber love hug. Recovery. Positive vibe hugs. I'm telling you, I shouldn't. I'm not beating myself up over this, okay? I'm not. But, maybe I'm, nothing but distractions. Let me see some. I think Rick quit as mod because of last night. But I changed everything with the modding, I think. All right, wait. Over here. There. Here we go. There we go. I have to, how am I going to do this with, I don't know how, if this is going to work or not. I apologize, guys. I'm trying to, and that thing's going to happen all the time, huh? Let me see. No, we can't do it like that. Wait a minute. And then with, crap. We can't do it on everything has to be perfect. I'm a wanna-be perfectionist when it comes to certain things. And I'm just like, no. 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 I'll do it this way then. I don't. You guys probably can't see it on the vertical because it's too smushy. You know, I'll just turn it off on, and then. I apologize, guys. I really do. This is too. Oh my word, dude. Ho- Well, I sort of am. I'll admit. Oh, that's why. Duh! I had it turned off on the vertical. Here I am. It's showtime. All right. Believe me, I'm gonna say this. And now my there's a ding, ding, ding. You know, like ding, like Pavlov's dog. I appreciate you just figured out how. No, I've been at this game for a long time on streaming, you know, with live streaming and whatever. And I love it. I love connecting with people, talking with people, talking about positive stuff, talk about recovery, you know, not this, you know, negative Debbie Downer stuff, you know, and believe me, when I first started out, I was a hot mess. You know, I said last night a couple of times I went into panic attacks when I was on Twitch on here because of my audio wasn't working. And a lot of times these trolls will say, "Oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you." Or they'll say something, you know, "We can't see you." And, you know, ha 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 ha, you know, and all that stuff. So, oh, Toasty! Peekaboo! Toasty's on the horizontal. How you doing, Toasty? Let me give you a cyber hug. A peekaboo cyber hug. Peekaboo cyber hug! Cyber love, peekaboo hug! And, oh, by the way, I fixed the modding. Yeah, I fixed it, I hope. I made a lot of changes, okay? But I think Rick was so pissed off from last night, he's not coming back. I don't know. I'm good. How are you? Cyber peekaboo hug. Well, let's break open a Java Monster Triple Brew Mean Bean. Let's pop the top. Java Monster is the only rocket fuel for this rock queen. Hell yeah! Cheers, guys. Clink. No, he was pissed. I truly believe that. Even though if he tried to ban him, he couldn't. You know what I mean? I was getting frustrated as well. You know? Because ever since, you know, you guys said, well, you know, Streamlabs is doing all this, you know, spamming of resources for people. And I did that on purpose. And I've had those Streamlabs timers on here for years. And then you guys said he has too much. It talks too much. All right, so I cut it down. Now it's not really doing anything. You know? Excuse me. I know. Well, we'll see. But it is what it is. You know, I'm not perfect, you know. You know, I'm for real, guys. What you see is what you get. And you didn't save me any? You didn't save us some, Toasty? And I'm going to say that Rick is a good guy. He really is. You know, and I mean, I don't blame him for getting angry, okay? I don't blame you guys for getting angry either. You know? But ever since I uninstalled Streamlabs and then, you know, try to redo it and stuff, it's all screwed up. You do not want to be the head moderator. Okay. Got it. It's fresh from the microwave, about to eat now. What is it? Yeah, he needs some time off. You know. I was actually, and I told you guys yesterday, I don't know if you're going to see me or not, and Jamie had a feeling that I was going to be on tonight. I'm getting Z meatballs. Do you ever eat spaghetti with sausage? Italian sausage? Here, I'm going to tell you something. Here in Oklahoma, they don't have real Italian sausage like they do in Jersey. They have Johnsonville. Yeah. That's all they have for real Italian sausage, not homemade Italian sausage. And I miss it. You know? But at least they have my pierogies. My pierogies and, you know, all that stuff. But, I wasn't going to be on. My back was killing me. And I got up. Jim went to the store and all that. And I laid in bed and I got up around 7 o'clock. I know he will. I know. You know. He's a good guy, and I'm going to tell you a story, Philip. All right? I'm going to tell you a story. It was Thanksgiving time. This was a few years ago. It was Thanksgiving time. All right? And I love to cook. I cooked for 2 days, right? And Ed was still alive. All right? And so I think I don't know if he was still going out with his vegetarian girlfriend. I think she was anorexic because I asked, and the thing is, when he was with this Claire, I think her name was, or, oh God, what is it? Not Claire. Watch, when I'm in bed and stuff, it'll come to me. It always seems like that way. Well, anyway, so Sean came to me. All right, I'm screwing up stories here. Okay. So, at that time, Sean wasn't going out with not Claire. That's his current girlfriend. I'm trying. Help me! You see my brain melting? It's terrible. Anyways, to get to the point here, I told Ed I'm going to trick Sean. He said, what are you going to do? I said, we're going to get a whole bunch of vegan hot dogs. Vegan turkey hot dogs. And we're going to tell him that's what we're having for Thanksgiving. So that's what we did. I wasn't going to buy like a tofu turkey or whatever and stuff because that was a lot of money. I don't want, So I got him like 2 packets of vegan turkey hot dogs. And Sean was on the computer. And I said, I got a present for you. I said, this is what we're going to have for Thanksgiving. He said, what? What? I gave him, the bag. He opened it up. And he's like, Jenny O, vegan turkey hot dogs? What? I'm like, yeah, that's what we're having. Since you won't be on a vegan diet, I said that we're going to have that. That's going to be our turkey dinner. And he was like, no. But he ate them. He had like 1 or 2. He said, Mom, I'm sorry. I was hungry in the middle of the night. I had to eat them. So when he came down and all that, Catherine, that's her name, Catherine. I knew I was going to get it. Catherine. So he went out with a girl named Catherine, and I really feel like she was anorexic because I asked her, I said, when did you start becoming vegan? And she said, the 7th grade. And that's where a lot of girls become bulimic, anorexic, and all that stuff because, they want to be popular and, and have a lot of boyfriends and all that stuff. And Sean says, you hurt her feelings by saying she was anorexic. I said, yeah, well, that's when it starts. At like beginning of 6th and 7th grade, I had friends that were anorexic. And that's when it all started. This ding, ding, ding. I hate it. So Phillips, I make the best veggie burgers ever. What do you put in it? Mushroom? like shiitake mushrooms and all that. I don't know what goes into a vegan burger. All that. Thanks for sharing, Toasty. What did they do for it? I had ringworm a couple years ago and it was right on my ass. How I got ringworm on my ass, I have no freaking idea how. And I had to put ointment on. Jim had to put ointment on my ass and stuff for I don't know how I got ringworm. But what did they do for you? Did they, slice you open and grab it and it's like, whoop, there it is. Broccoli, zucchini, mushroom, carrot, and potato. I should try that out. Hey, Amia, what's up? Oh, how are you, friend? Amia. Cyber love hug. I am doing electric today. Ask Jamie. Toasty says, one scorpion pepper and they died. That's how I found out I had them. I checked the toilet because them peppers make you feel like you need a poop. Right, like dysentery, right? And I looked in the toilet and there was 2 small ones. Well, do you know, I bet you a lot of people don't know this. When you eat blueberries, you better put them in cold water or something because there's worms, like little tiny worms in blueberries. And a lot of people don't know that. It was on our news in Tulsa. So you better, they have a trick to it where you put it in cold water and maybe a little salt or whatever. Or I don't know how they do it I forget how to get rid of them though. And I eat blueberries a lot because it's a anti-inflammatory. Well, how about that? Oh, I know. And even with pork and steak and it, or ground beef and everything. So is that something? Here's Amia talking about tapeworms, and he was studying platythymites. Thium, which has tapeworms. Thylum. Oh, here we go with pronouncing the words again. Jamie! You don't want to miss this. We're talking about thions. Or Italian? Yeah, but Toasty, you know Italians. Okay? Italians actually, when they make meatballs or whatever, they take a little chunk out of the ground beef and eat it raw. I do the same thing. You ever hear of a tartare Well, that's raw meat as an appetizer. Yeah, we're talking about thiams. Or, wait a minute, where are you? Plati... Platyhymen nithis. Whatever. I probably said it right the first time. Platyhymen niths. Amir says pork is mostly avoided in my country. Yeah, I know. Yeah, as it is to be cooked well, like it has some things in its meat which causes diseases. I never ate pork. So you never had pork chops and applesauce? Who gets the phrase? Who gets the phrase pork chops and applesauce? It wasn't actually. It was. They said it like this: pork chops and applesauce. I want some pork chops and applesauce. Who knows what I'm talking about? Jamie, you should know. Come on, Jamie. Wait a minute. Pork chops and applesauce. What? Dying, crying, frying, what? It's pronounced, here we go again, Platyhymen into the sis. Philip says, as a child, I remember having pork and applesauce. Yeah, roasted pork, but I was saying pork chops and applesauce. You don't know? Oh, come on, Jamie. All right, wait. What? Yeah, I did. Wait. What? There should be like a blooper reel with me pronouncing words. Bloody helmet, then sis. Whatever. All I can hear is Queen doing the SpongeBob meme of the spitting Webster Jensen. No! You guys don't know? It's pork chops and applesauce. What about this phrase? Play against Sim. Play against Sim. You don't know? Come on. No, we're not going to do that. And I'm going to tell you why. I wish I could right now, Amia, but I'm trust me, okay? I wish I could show it. I can't. I was kicking myself in the ass the other night pretty bad about certain things. Okay? Because yeah, wait a minute. It
You want me, sweetheart?
All right. I mean, I love you. You know that. But right now, especially with Gordon Ramsay, okay, I'm like pushing the envelope with certain things. And if I lose this channel, okay, because of stupidity, of my intellectual immaturity, I'm going to really beat myself up to no end. Because my message is more important than showing copyright stuff. And Gordon Ramsay is, trust me, just like SNL, just like a lot. It's just it's I'm just saying. But I am going to show you this, okay? Hold on. Jamie, if you never watched this, I'm telling you. Here. Okay? Hold on. I mean, okay? Here it is. Pork chops and applesauce.
If you want me, sweetheart, just wish. Hi, Mom. Hi, Alice. What's for dinner?
Pork chops.
Pork chops. Huh? What else?
Applesauce?
Pork chops and applesauce. That's swell.
Have you got something stuck in your teeth?
Why do you say that?
Hi, honey. I'm home.
You say we're having pork chops and applesauce for dinner?
Yes.
That's swell.
Sweetheart. What's for dinner?
Pork chops and applesauce.
Huh?
Pork chops and applesauce. Isn't that swell?
You need a vacation.
Guess who's coming to dinner?
Psychiatrist, I hope.
No, I think it's Humphrey Bogart. I'm not sure.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Peter.
We're having pork chops and applesauce.
Hey, Pete, that's pretty good. Of course, there's only one Humphrey Bogart. Doubt whether there'll ever be another one.
You don't like this new personality either?
Oh, well, that's just the trouble, Peter. It's not your new personality. It's Humphrey Bogart's old one.
All the great personalities belong to somebody else.
Why don't you stop trying to imitate other people and just develop your own personality?
It's not going to be easy.
Yeah, I know, Robert Reed. What? guess what they just did on me? How about that? And I talk about recovery and all that stuff, and, you know, whatever. Ain't that something? You never watch the Brady Bunch? Not even when you were a kid? Yeah, Robert Reed was gay. So was Rock Hudson. So was Liberace. Well, everybody knew he was gay, but Rock Hudson kept it a secret for a long time until, you know, he made that press conference in I think it was 86 or maybe I don't know, and he was with his friend Doris Day, and he announced he had AIDS, and he looked bad. I used to like him in the Devlin Connection with Jack Scalia. I like Gordon. You know, I like him. I used to watch his show all the time. There was a lot of chefs from New Jersey on there and stuff like that. Wait, I'm trying to figure something out real quick. TV was not very funny to me. Death Jam comedy was. Or what about A Night in the Apollo? A Night at the Apollo. They usually had it on I think Fridays or Saturday nights. Night at the Apollo. Nowadays, you know, when I was growing up, my favorite shows were Different Strokes and Webster and Silver Spoons. You know. But TV is crap. They don't even have sitcoms anymore. And they did a remake of a sitcom. It's all woke. Like One Day at a Time. With Valerie Bertinelli and Bonnie Franklin and Mackenzie Phillips. They remade it into a Puerto Rican, family. I have nothing against Puerto Ricans and stuff, but I'm just saying. if you look, guys, if you refresh your browser or whatever, you'll see you're not alone. I think it's kind of funny when I'm, talking about recovery and, try and manage your mental illness, and I have the 98 suicide crisis lifeline on my screen there, But oh well. Worse things could happen, right? So, a lot of times, like when I'm feeling down or depressed or just overwhelmed, I'll turn on, like, like All in the Family or refresh your browser and look at the bottom of your screen. Hey, Robert, what's up? How are you? Did you get my cows yet? You missed it last night, Robert. Let me give you a cyber love hug. Cyber love hug! Oh, no. I'm sorry you had that. Did you pull over? Oh yeah, last night, we were talking about electric and elected, and we were having fun with how I couldn't pronounce a word. Do you feel better now, Robert? For those on the vertical, Robert said when he was driving to work, he just had a panic attack and it came out of nowhere. I almost had to pull over. I called the wife to talk me down. Well, that's good. What was going through your mind? I'm not gonna try to trigger you to have a panic attack. I'm not about that. But ever since I went into anaphylactic shock and almost died last year, well, every little thing sets me off. Like, what do you think triggered it? Are you at work now? Yeah, you are at work, right? I think the epinephrine messed me up. Adrenaline sets me off now. Oh, okay. I'm going to ask you this. Were you in a lot of traffic? My grandfather was a warrior. You're safe at work. Well, that's good. So in a way, you're distracted by your client, right? Even though she's probably in bed by now, right? I don't know if it's partially schematic. Let me ask you this. Have you talked to your doctor about this? If I get my head, it gets worse. No traffic. If you get in your head, right, it's completely random. Maybe not so. I'm all right. I'm going to say, for me, okay, my panic attacks happen when my pain level gets to a certain point. Okay? And sometimes I think I get triggered by, like, if I see a wildfire or something, like, I hate my doctor, he doesn't take me. Well, then, can I make a suggestion? I know you probably went to him for a long time, okay? And a lot of doctors nowadays aren't taking new patients. But I suggest you find another doctor. If he doesn't take you seriously, you know what I mean? When you go through, like, you call your wife, that's a good tool. Do you do breathing exercises? Like belly breathing? Or you focus on, say, they found a cyst in my skull a few years ago, back near the mood area. Doctor says it is not that. Well, maybe you should have that checked out. Do you get headaches a lot? I suggest you go to a new doctor. And oh, so you are seeing somebody else. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, in through your nose, right. Hold it for like 4 or 5 seconds and exhale slowly. Or even like if you focus on, like, what's the 5 things that you see that are red? Do you understand? Like, or like, what's the 5 things you see that are blue? Honestly, I think maybe I had post-traumatic stress disorder from that near-death experience. Have you ever considered counseling? And it doesn't mean you're crazy, Robert. I mean, I feel like about a month or 2 ago, when I had the tube up my nose, I thought I was dying. from sepsis and stuff. Here I'm thinking, oh, they're going to chop off my arms and my legs, and, it's like, forget it, And it changed me, When I came home here, I started to cry, not because I was depressed. I was like so relieved I was home because it was like the worst experience I've ever had in the hospital. I'll send you a bill next week. I'm just using my own experiences and stuff. Like I said, I'm not a certified drug and alcohol counselor or a psychologist or anything else and stuff. I just use my own experiences to help people. Maybe subconsciously, I'm just throwing this out there and stuff, Robert. Maybe, yeah. Show me your money. No. Maybe it's because, like I said, I'm throwing this out there. I just, I don't know. But maybe subconsciously, even though you love your new house and whatever, but maybe it's the stuff that you have to do, like get cows and more ducks and do this and do that. I think what happens is a symptom. When I freak out, I run at a very high level of stress, I've been going, not ice. What? Toasty. Is it because of your job? Oh, it's been happening way before the move. I have a suggestion. Right? When you I know it's difficult when you have a panic attack when you're driving, okay? But you should always pull over. Just in case. You know what I mean? But when you have a panic attack, or even in front of your wife or whatever, you should say, write it down. And then when you write, I understand that, Robert. But if you're having a panic attack, maybe from your daughter and from your wife, or even, say inside the car, or, first of all, pull over, talk to your wife. That's a good tool and stuff. And just focus on, like what's around you. And always get like maybe a bottle of water and stuff. Do you feel when you, like, let me ask you this. For me, I know when not to drink, say, real caffeinated stuff like triple brew, okay? Because I feel like it's going to come on. So I'll drink, say, Coca-Cola or water. It's crazy because all I could think about was gotta get to work on time, gotta get to work. Crazy world. Prioritize job over life. But you say you're always on time. You've complained where people don't always come on time at work. And maybe you are stressed out about the new house because if it says prioritize job over life, well, you have to have a life. It's hard to balance that. I think in a way, Jim was. I'm never late. Today is the first time ever in 6 years. So that just exacerbates your panic attack, right? Oh, 5 minutes late. What? Yeah. I understand where you're coming from, though. Okay, I do. The house is probably the biggest stress relief I've ever had, to be honest. The biggest stress or stress relief? Like, oh yeah, you got the house, it's all settled now, right? You just have to do, odds and ends, right? All the paperwork's filed, right? Everything's fine. I was late. I had to do 65 instead of my normal 75. That's dangerous. Especially if you're going through a panic attack and because you don't, it's a reliever. Okay. You don't want to get into an accident, Robert. Not even now. Your wife works, right? Or no? I heard a bell and I don't know if you. Oh, here we go. Me and Jess make a decent money, so we don't really stress out over bills. We don't live outside our means. Not bragging, just saying. No, we're better. No, we're better off now. Yeah, we work at the same company. And your daughter does too, right? If I'm not mistaken. Like it was a family affair. But when you said like let me go back for a minute. Like all right, so you said, and I quote this by the way, it's crazy because all I could think about was I gotta get to work. I gotta get to work on time. Gotta get to work. Crazy world. Prioritize job or life. And hi, Respect, how are you? That's right, because you're a right. Hold on. Respect, what's up? Cyber love hug and respect hug. How are you? Welcome back. We're just talking to Robert because he had a panic attack while on his way to work. And I know something about panic attacks and stuff, and we're just talking about panic attacks and just so yeah. So when you say yeah, because I hate being late, that's a pet peeve of yours, right? That's the same thing with Jim, actually. You know, how can I bitch about other people being late if I'm late too? No, you were late once for a very good reason. You're not a hypocrite. It's ingrained into your brain. That's your work ethic. Jim was the same way. Well, that's good that you came on here before bed. Maybe I'll give you nightmares. Maybe I'll give you sweet dreams before I get to bed. Let me ask you this. You're welcome, Respect. Let me ask you this, Robert. Was your father... I'm rocktastic. I'm so having trouble pronouncing words, though. But, you know. Just ask this man and Jamie. Right, and that's how Jim is. I was going to ask you this. Was your father the same way? Like, you know, oh, look, another stream. And so, toasty. Oh. You're new here, right, Joe? But was your father the same way, though? Maybe when you were growing up, you had to go to church or you had to be at a family gathering, and your father's like, all right, guys, come on. We got to get going. We're going to be late. Come on. You know, like that. My dad taught me a lot. I could do a roof strip and put a new one on alone by the time I was 15. open opinion on psychedelic treatments for post-traumatic stress disorder. I'm still up in the air with it. They say that microdose. They're still doing studies on microdosing, and I don't know much about it, and all that. And I'm not, it's just like with that, the Saskatchewan, is that what it's called? That drink that they go down to, say, the rainforest and they drink that. Ayahuasca, that's it. Ayahuasca. They say it's a very powerful experience and whatever, but you can also die from that too. But I don't. So, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Jamie, you're going to have fun with this one. Wait, can I just say, Lupo? Is that okay if I say that? Or Del? Ayahuasca. Right, that stuff is gross. Just use the... Don't... Listen! Yeah. All right, thank you, Wolf. All right, thank you. I don't mean to mispronounce your YouTube name. Sorry. You know what? So, when you phrase something like that, okay, because I want this to be a safe environment, Wolf, don't say, because people are, they want, maybe I'll be right for them or whatever, but just say, maybe, use, you have to choose your words, carefully. You know what I mean? And that any suggestions like that has to be, with the doctor or something. And Robert says, I want to try that. I never done peyote or DMT either, but well, at some point, I'm learning how to extract DMT. I would do it under a doctor's care. Like they have like herbalists and stuff. You know what I mean? It's a lot harder to say rather than Damage Incorporated. Good morning. How you doing? Mow up your ass, Damage. No. Good to see you, my friend. Cyber, ride the lightning hug. No, we can talk about the. We're trying to be educational, but at the same time, we have to really you understand what I'm saying. I told people last night on the stream, if you smoke pot or whatever, don't say on the stream, yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna be smoking some pot or whatever. Just say I'll be back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I don't want people, when they come in here to find recovery or just talk about their addiction, and maybe they're trying to get off pot, right? And then somebody says, well, I'm going to be smoking a bowl or something. Don't say that. Thank you, Damage. It's our respect for other people. And the alcoholic and people that have mental illness, like, depression. I'm just, it's a fine line. You know what I mean? But. Toasty. I love you guys. I really do. And yeah, we are, like Damage says, yeah, we're never open about our vices today. Everyone blabs. It's the way you say it, though. You know what I mean? Always say less. It is YouTube and anonymity. Except for me. Okay, so I'm not going to say smoke a bowl instead of I'm doing it. Gotcha. You notice anything, Toasty? No darkness? Banning, banging the band hammer on people? I want people to come in on here, okay, to have a positive experience. And to be uplifted, to be understood, to be seen, to be heard, because a lot of people want to find a channel like this, and they go into a channel, and it's like, oh my God. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't care what people think of me. It's why I don't use my real name. I don't hide anything. I have nothing to hide. There's a saying in AA and stuff, we are sick as our secrets and stuff. And I told you guys that, my life is an open book to you guys 95% of the time. And, but 5% is between me and God. I know that, Robert. People ask me all the time, what's your name? I'm like, Rocket. Sometimes I'll say Vicky. I don't care. You know what? Somebody had... Hold on. Yesterday, with all the heathens and and Banshees on the stream. Someone said, "How much do you weigh?" Right? And I said, and people are like, "Oh, you don't ask a woman that." I said, "You know what? No, 250. I reached my milestone. Hell yeah!" Not real. You know what I mean? I use my shroud. I have 3 different accounts. I look good for 250, don't I? I'd say let them come. 90% say they won't leave. Yeah, right. And there you go. Plus, this camera puts like at least 20 pounds on me. You do look like a... No, not with a Y. Not with a Y. You got that wrong. Maybe I should ban you. Where's darkness? Ah! It's spelled V-I-C-K-I-E. Darn right. Here, look at me. I could be a wrestler. Look at that. Look at those guns. Look at that. And in your bra. Ha ha. At least I'm not skin and bones. But I look like a zombie. You know? I know I should lose some weight. I'll admit that. You know, but sometimes it's hard for me to walk around. You know? It's hard for me. Robert's like, Rocket, you can be a center on my flag football team if you want. I used to love flag football. Even in my addiction, we used to play. Yeah. Yeah. No, I accidentally put a period in the last one. I'll get banned for posting a link again. To have been a drummer, you got to be in shape. I played too. LOL, Rocket, a wrestler. Let me tell you something, brother. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, well, I can't play. I mean, I can play. The last time I played was here about 10 years ago. And my neck, my rotator cuffs, my back, I have like splinters in my ankles. Like just, you know what I'm talking about, right? With double bass and all that stuff. You know, and then I had my neck surgery, and then I think that made my back worse. We were talking about that last night, Robert, where I should have been a manager, like a wrestling manager for a wrestler. Well, that's not true, Jamie, because look at Matt Shoreham. He looked like Miss Piggy behind that drum kit way back when. You know what I'm talking about. tonight at the Rocket Coliseum pay-per-view. I'm gonna blast you, the Queen. How are you, Bill? Let me give you a cyber hug. Cyber hug! I was gonna actually, hold on. I was actually gonna congratulate you on your 600 subscriber. Haha, Rocket as Paul Bearer. No, it would. Everybody congratulate Bill. He reached 600 subscribers on his channel. And I would like to do something with you, Bill. Now that's not that, but you know what I mean. If I was a manager, wait, hold on. I'm trying. See, you're making me think now. But see, I'm not a wrestling fan, Robert. I'm not a wrestling fan. I saw him, but I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm not gonna say. Everybody says that. You know, the Sobriety Slam. Do you know? Wait, I actually. All right, the Sobriety Slam. No, the Straight Slam. How about that? The Straight Slam. Pow! Like that. Straight and Narrow Slam. How about? I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm really not. Ask Jamie. Ask. She slammed him sober. It's a slobber knocker. That's what she said. Listen, damage. I've been called Ozzy. I've been called, it. Come on. I've been in this game for so long. I actually had this guy. I was on Mixer. Okay? And I was playing Battlefield. No, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. I was playing Blackout. Hold on. I was playing Blackout. All right. God, Blackout. And when you're on Mixer, if you got to the final circle and stuff, they would broadcast you to everybody. Now I was in the top 5, right? Blackout's like Warzone, all that crap, all right? And so I made it to top 3, all right? But this guy says, you look like Ozzy, right? Now I'm going to tell you something. When I opened up for Ozzy and Lemmy, everybody thought I was Ozzy's sister. No joke. No joke. So this guy, years later, like a couple years ago, I get a message on Xbox. He says, hi. I don't know if you remember me. Hell yeah! I don't know if you remember me, but I buoyed you, and I called you, Ozzy and all this stuff, blah, blah, whatever he said. He said, I see you're doing well on your channel, that you're helping others and whatever. Good luck to you. Out of the blue. So Jamie's like, no, of course not. Not you. Right, I'm not a wrestling fan. So Damage is like, used to like WCW back in the 80s and 90s. Rocket off the top rope. Oh, vicious blow. He's out. She's got the pin. 1, 2, 3. Austin. Those are great to get, aren't they? Austin. I hate The Rock. Talk about nepotism. The whole wrestling, company is full of nepotism. Like their father or their uncle or their cousins were in wrestling. It's all political. I might say an unpopular opinion, but Austin Aries shouldn't be champion. What? But see, I'm not a wrestling fan, Robert. I'm really not. Have you seen his podcast? Did you see when he interviewed Vince McMahon? I guess nobody did. Don't do that. You're going to end the stream. Triple H is ruining WWE. TKO should never been a thing. Am I still on or... My little kitten is fooling around with my foot. And don't fool around with that. And I'm not a wrestling fan, so I haven't watched in decades either. Robert's like, the chat takes a second rocket. I answered when you asked. I see ya. I have proof that I'm not a wrestling fan. And pictures. Oh, all right. Yeah, I know. Sorry about that, guys. Now, if the stream goes pop, that means my kid. No, don't do that. No, stop. You want to see everybody? We're gonna make you a star. This is Whoa. Wait. This is Kickapoo. I know he. Oh, look at that little baby. This is Kickapoo. Yeah, say hi to everybody. Nope. No. All right, wait. Go. Don't knock over my dumb monster. No. See, I should have been. I'll tell you, Robert. Look. I should have been the sister of Jimmy, Mouth of the South Heart. You know why? I'll tell you why. Hello. Hello. Let's get rocking. Let's get rocking. I'm the metal chick from Jersey. The Jersey metal chick. Rocket Queen 71. And my voice can be heard from a mile away without the megaphone. We were fooling around with this last night too, right, Jamie? But see, I am not a wrestling fan. I'm not. Robert, do you feel any better? I think you're feeling better, I hope. I just got the first kitten since my two elderly cats died 9 months and 2 years ago. One was 17 and the other one was 19. I think Jim's cat, Oreo, was like 19, 20, 21. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm the mouth of the North. I'm the mouth of Newark. No, wait. I'm the mouth of Morris County. Oh! Come on, Toasty. It's not that late. You don't have anything to do. Oh, so I'm giving you adrenaline, huh? Right? It's wearing off and going on to you. You have barbells. They only lived. I said barbells. Now, isn't that? Have a good night, Toasty. I love you, brother. Let me give you a cyber hug. Have a good night's rest. Have sweet dreams. Cyber, sweet dreams. Wrestling. Hug. What's barbells? Here we go again with pronouncing of the words. Bowls? Bowls. They're a massive type, the Roman war dogs. Actually, Jim had two bull mastiffs. Oh, so Family Guy's a lot better than me? Really? Have fun. Yeah, Family Guy's is a lot quieter than I am. Yeah, Jim had bull mastiffs like Cody and Anara, but I always thought of bull mastiffs like pit bulls. And I said, "Oh no, And he said, "No, they're different." I said, "Yeah, but they have pit bull in them." He said, "No, it's the way you treat them." Because I've had friends from my past that had pit bulls, and we would, give him beer, and his bowl, and just do other things and whatever. This is in my past, by the way, right? And we thought we were cool, and all that stuff. But I should sleep too. I have a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow before this housewarming barbecue on Saturday. Thanks for helping me out, Rocket. If you need anything, Robert, I love you. I love your wife too. If you email me, I can give you and your wife my my cell number. If you want. But if that makes you feel uncomfortable, don't worry about it. We'll just talk on here. Okay? Talk about it with your wife and stuff and say, Rocket wants, you to have her number and me to have her number too, and just in case some, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't stress. And if you're having a housewarming party tomorrow, that's stressful in itself because you have to get the food, you have to set up, right? Put it up. I'll screenshot it, then you can delete it. No, no, you send me an email. You send me an email, I'll reply, and all that. You don't have to take a screenshot of it. Or you can explain it to me later. And all that. You know what I mean? Robert. Okay. Robert, go in my bio. Go in my bio. All right, Robert, I'll do it your way. I'll do it. All right. Take care, my friend. Sleep well. When you go to bed, just think pleasant thoughts. Just, life is good. All right. I have a very loving wife, right? Just, think good thoughts. positive thoughts, and and think of me going off the top rope. I don't think you want to do that because I'll get your adrenaline going. It's like when you, Robert, I'll do it. All right, hold on. When you, all right, I'm going to go to my channel, open up another tab. Okay? All right, open up another tab. You're going to see Rocket Queen 71, right? Right. Now it says more. Right? It says, hi, everybody, how's it rocking? And then it says more. Click on that. Then there's going to be a description. Right? You go all the way down. You go to more info. You click on it. Vicious Bite. You click on it. And that's it. And I'll say, are you human, all that crap. But if you can't get, don't worry about it. I'll send you one. All right? I hate this ring in my ears with this Streamlabs. I don't know how to turn it off. Oh crap. Well, it's always a pleasure, Robert, to have you on here. We have a lot of fun, right? Even though I'm not a wrestling fan. And you still have to get me my cows, okay? And when you get a cow, you're going to call it Rocket. Or Queenie or something. That's why I said I'll give you my cell number. You know what I mean? But I want you to give it to your wife too. Okay? I respect her too. You know? So have sweet dreams of me going off the top rope, slamming the rock. Hi, Ronnie. How are you? Welcome to late night streaming. Take care, Robert. Let me give you a cyber hug real quick. Cyber love hug. Hi, Ronnie. How are you? Awesome to hear. Good to hear. I love positive feedback when you guys say I'm doing good, I'm in a good headspace. Love you, Robert. I decided to come on here just to relax and just talk about recovery, and good stuff like that. Everybody is going through a hard time emotionally. It's like they're emotionally drained. I find myself like that at times, where I'm emotionally drained. My husband Jim feels that way. Do you guys feel that way at times? I mean, sometimes with me, I'll drink like 2 cans of Java Monster and stuff. It doesn't do anything for me. I think, all of us are addicted to this device. And I truly believe that this is the most addictive drug that man ever invented. It seems like we don't have any more free time. You know what I mean? It's like, with me, I have a lot of free time. And that's dangerous for recovering addicts and alcoholics, because sometimes, it's like, if you're in recovery like I am, and you're bored, a lot of addicts relapse because they're bored or because of relationships or whatever. I get bored. I just don't pick up. I try to do things. Because like they say, idle hands is inviting to the devil's workshop, right? You can't be active all the time, but it just seems right now everybody's doom scrolling and just like they don't want to miss out on the next viral tweet or next viral video or short or whatever, or what's going on in the world, And our brains cannot. Janie says, I haven't been in a relationship since 2013. And it makes me think that maybe my lot in life and accepting that is just brutal, emotionally speaking to me. I went, I haven't been in a relationship since 2013, and now it makes me think that maybe my in life and accepting that is just brutal, emotionally speaking to me. When I love you, Jamie. You know, I'm going to say this. I know for me, when I relapsed, a lot of the times I was in relationships that were toxic, that were basically, they were just for the drugs. Yeah, we cared for each other. Yeah, whatever. But, but I just wanted to do my own thing, point blank. All right, let's be honest. All right. Because I was doing it for everybody else, not me. Ed, my husband that passed away 15 years ago, and for a long time, he was my enabler too. Like with the alcohol, okay? His mother was an alcoholic and all that. And my mom would tell Ed, don't give her any beer. Don't get her beer, and my mom used to be so mad at Ed, and sometimes she would call Ed on the phone and say, I want to talk to you, and we lived like a block away from each other, right? And I would see his truck parked at my mom's house. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And Ed says, you're jealous of your mother. I said, no, I'm not. No, I know my mom wouldn't do anything with him, But she told him, don't give her any beer. Don't. If she asks, don't do it. Whatever. So 6 months before he died, and all that, no, really? No, it's not. They have a tag on me saying the following may contain suicide or self-harm topics. And you press it. But yet, I talk about suicide prevention and all that crap, and they, whatever. I'm sweating right now. It's getting hot. Oh, boy. I think it's your phone, Dish, because Jamie just asked me a question or made a statement. We'll see. I'm still online. I'm refreshing and everything. Jamie, you can see me on the vertical, right? I don't ask. What? This pan, go over in the vertical. Talk to Jamie. I think what you're seeing is this. I will show you. You see this, right? They tagged me right from the beginning. Right from the beginning. I'm gonna all right, I'm gonna hold on, you guys, all right? Now, I'm gonna go on my channel. Okay? You see two lives on top. You're hey, Dish. I'm on Jamie's smartphone today. Is that supposed to make me smarter, Jamie? Anyway, all right. So, watch. We're going to go portrait. That's where it is, right? You see that? Carney, wait, hold on, Carney. How's it going, brother? Hold on. Dishpan says he can't see me on vertical, right? And I'm like, they tagged me right from the beginning, Carney. But yeah, I talk about suicidal prevention and relapse and all that stuff, and they tagged me. How about that? But hold on. I love you, Carney. I hope you had a good day. I love you, brother, okay? Don't stress out about anything. I'll catch you soon. I promise. I'm glad you're not doing that ride share crap. That's dangerous. Anyway, all right. So, you see what I'm seeing right now? It says the following content may contain suicide or self-harm topics. But yet, I talk about suicide prevention, all that, this crap, right? This is how the AI is. So they said, do you want to proceed? And I'm like, yes. And there it is. I have to laugh, I really do. It's all right. So Jamie's like 99% of the time, 99% of the time, the tablet. LOL. So what? I'm dumber on the tablet than I am on your smartphone, Jamie? Oh my God. Is that what you're saying? I have a tablet and stuff. I don't even use it. I bought it 3 years ago. I only maybe used it twice or 3 times. That. But I appreciate all of you guys being here. We're trying to do something bigger than ourselves, create a wildfire of change. Hey, Carney, do I look smarter on vertical? Do I look smarter on vertical? You accepted it when you made the decision to be you. Listen, like I said, love me or hate me. You know, I'm trying to do my part in the world because I see what goes on in the world. You know, with X, with YouTube. You know, you see it a lot on the news about celebrities, committing suicide or overdosing. I see it on my news where just regular folks overdose on opioids or killing themselves and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, and Jamie, I'm not afraid to cry on camera or like just what happened last night where I couldn't pronounce electric or whatever. What you see is what you get. Sometimes I'm a hot mess, but I'm serious about my mission. I will not end this mission. This is my life goal. If I save one person out of all this, it was worth it for me. Okay? And I'm not in it for the accolades. I'm not in it to make money. I'm not in it to be famous. I'm not in it to be an influencer either. And that's the truth. A lot of these channels, they say, well, it's their own channel. They can do what they want. Okay, I'm just saying. But it's like they don't deliver. Okay, and what you get is a negative atmosphere. And people don't understand why they're always negative. I'm trying to be uplifting and supportive with people that are in recovery or have mica issues, which is mentally ill, chemically addicted, okay? It's called dual diagnosis. I've been there where you're at in some form or another. The situation with maybe the drugs or alcohol might be different, but the feelings are the same. Do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe some of you drank because you were lonely or trying to fill that void. Me too. Or maybe you drank alcohol when you quit the heroin or the dope. Me too. That's why they say in the program, identify and don't compare. The Queen's Light Brigade is pretty much a spiritually based channel and all that, but it's a gathering place. It's a meeting place for you guys. The best is yet to come. Rome wasn't built in a day. Bill! Boston! How you doing, Bill? Alright, so wait. Jamie's like, I don't want to be intellectually challenged in an environment toxic with one-upmanship and its final outcome. Screw that shit. recovery. I tell it like it is, though. Okay? And a lot of times people don't want to hear the truth. They want to be coddled. I know for me, I didn't want to hear the truth about a lot of things in my life. Especially when it came to addiction or having my kids be sent somewhere else. Thank God I was within the family, but my daughter got adopted out of the family, but I still had a relationship with her. Okay? This channel is not for everybody. I get that. I understand that. If they want to be in a toxic environment to fuel their fire of rage and, oh, America sucks. Oh. You know, let them. But it's going to bite them in the ass. It's going to burn them in the ass. You understand what I'm saying? The rooms make us universal. But now everything is being affected by wokeness. Everything. I was talking about that with Jamie last night. Or maybe the night before. You know? Are you talking about me, Jamie? Or just anybody? He says, with raw knowledge, humility, and faith. I think too, Jamie, that's why a lot of people don't want to go to meetings anymore. Even online meetings and stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, like I said, they should be used for a tool, and they should go to outside meetings or whatever. You know what I mean? But maybe they're thinking, oh, not me. I'm not smart enough. Oh, but I'm on your smartphone tonight, so it makes me smarter. No, but I think a lot of people, when they walk in the rooms, it's like, like-minded people like you and me, Jamie, or other people. It's like they walk in the rooms and they're like, they sense wokeness. I bet, and maybe it's a turnoff. Because people don't want to hear wokeness or feel wokeness or whatever and stuff. I know I don't. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Get out of here. No, you weren't. No. I'm sweating, and I'm just. Hold on, guys. What the heck? Oh no! My room. Oh, it's come now. I'm sorry for being narcissistic, Jamie. I'm not trying to be narcissistic. Listen. when you guys show up and we actually have a discussion about maybe, like Robert came in with, saying, before work, when I was driving to work, I had a panic attack, right? So we have a discussion about that. Or maybe somebody, is having a hard time, finding a bed at a rehab. Or if they're having problems, just not going to meetings. I've been there. I've been there. And this isn't all fluff, guys, or, or anything. And I'll tell you one thing. It's a better night than it was last night outside. I want people, okay, get this. Oh, God, it just went down my... I want people to feel alive again. Jamie, you know what I'm talking about. Bill, you probably know what I'm talking about. Corey went to bed. But I want people to feel alive. And ever since 2020, a lot of people are like saying, this whole world's changed, something's different. There's this big cloud, or something, it's like, you know what I mean? No, the woke people usually balance out their view of life, time, and camaraderie. Or you're there for someone, a ride, a couple bucks, an ear to listen to their silent rage unravel with raw emotion. Yeah, but sometimes, like, I'm talking about like the TDS. You know what I'm talking about? Or I'm sorry, DTS. Not. It is real. Yeah, oh boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna. That's why I just said, DTS. I'm not going to get into that topic unless somebody brings it up. But we're all in this together. That's how I feel. Even people that don't have issues with recovery or mental illness or whatever, but if they come in, they'll say, wow, this is a new vibe here. People want connection. People want to live like it was before 2020. You know? I grieve for the world before 2020. Hell, I even grieve for the world that I grew up in the 70s and the 80s. '80s state of mind. We all have our struggles, but we are capable of helping one another out, whether we choose to or not. And I choose to help people. In order to keep my sobriety, I have to give it away. I want to see people reach their milestones of 90 days, or a year, or 2 years, 5 years, because we can't do it alone. We can't. Even the smartest people in the world can't do it alone. If they think they have recovery all figured out and all that stuff, I seriously doubt it. I'm just saying. Because if that was the case and stuff, they would have started a self-help program. It's just crappy, when I go through YouTube or X or whatever, and people are so, like, they lash out on people and everything else, and it's like, for what? It doesn't matter. Just like when people come on here saying, oh, Donald Trump is the best president or whatever, because they want to get a reaction from you. It doesn't matter. What matters is what is said and done on this stream. No talk about politics. If you're stressing out about, your situation about money or drugs or alcohol or maybe the medication is not working for your depression or whatever, hey, that's what we're here for. And there was a girl that came on here a couple of days ago. Her name was Lisa, and I don't know if she's okay or not. That's the downside to this. I'll admit. When people come on here and they ask for help, they don't know what to do. They're in a bad situation, a relationship, whatever. And it's like, well, we're here for you. And everybody in the chat was like, we're here for you, Lisa. I've had 30 years sobriety. I have 15. I have 20. It was an amazing thing to see. And then the other night, she came on. And, you know, I hope and pray she's okay. But that's the downside of all this. But that happens in outside the rooms anyway, right, too? When you go to meetings, you know, say your home group or whatever, you know, you see, you know, certain faces that you're familiar with and whatever, and then the next week you go back and you're like, huh, where's so-and-so? So, I'm just me. You know, I'm nobody special or anything. I just don't want to see people hurt anymore. I don't want to see the anger in people anymore. I mean, people are going to get angry. They're going to have feelings. Okay, I know that. I get angry and hurt and what. I get it. But it's like so much. It's like a power keg about to go off. And you've seen it on the news where people are, it's just like power kegs going off. Like, look at the New York, in New York, what happened. Look at what was going on in Portland. And in New York, it was a celebration with the Knicks, and here they're acting like, you know, heathens and banshees and, jumping on cop cars and, oh, come on now. You know. People have lost it. They have lost their common sense. Their common sense, their dignity. Their sanity. Why is that? Oh, I have an idea. It's because of this. And it all starts at home, too. It's not that hard to be good to each other. It isn't. People choose to be crappy to one another because they don't get any validation in their life, so they're gonna, you know, and it's usually because they like what they see, and they said, "Well, I could be like that. Well, why can't I be like that?" So they shoot people down. They cut people down to their size. I used to do the same thing at times, I'll admit. I used to get envious and jealous of people. And get bitter, at the world. chip on my shoulder and all that crap. Did it get me anywhere? No. Anyway. I want you guys, okay, and gals that are a part of the Queen's Light Brigade to spread your wildfire and do random acts of kindness. It doesn't mean, to give people money or anything. You can just talk to them. You can lift people up. You can give them a compliment. That's free. Maybe open up a door for somebody. I want you to be proud of what you're a part of. The Queen's Light Brigade. It's a badge of honor. And by you doing one nice thing to somebody, it can reciprocate to other things. Spreading the wildfire. Because it does make a world of difference, guys. It does make a world of difference. I've seen it. But anyway, so we gotta do better. I'm not just saying for you. I'm saying for me too. I'm a work in progress still. I'll be a work in progress until they put me in the ground. I'm just saying. So, I love you guys. Spread your flames. Because we are the Queen's Light Brigade. We, not just me, we are trying to create a wildfire of change to diminish the darkness in the world. I know we're not going to get all the darkness in the world, but we're going to fight like hell to get rid of it. And if you know somebody that might, benefit from being in the Queen's Light Brigade, send them on over here. I mean it. They have nothing to lose. And by me sharing my story and by you guys sharing your story to me, we're helping each other out. So it's a win-win situation. It is. So, let's put the word human back into humanity. Do random acts of kindness. And let's make this world a lot brighter than it is. This is Rock Queens, everyone, coming at you live from my headquarters. I'm signing off. Take care, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.